But this is one of those things, and this is going to really speak to our potential student crowd, is you have to know that it's possible to treat on this level. You have to understand the poetry and the intention of the points differently than you've learned. And then we have to figure out how to connect with ourselves and connect with the point in a way to where we feel like we're going to move that space and embody it in a way to where whatever it is we're offering, whichever point we're offering, that's what's transmitted. And it's a different way of practicing. I remember talking to a patient the other day, and there's some treatments that we do that are unique to our system. And I was discussing those treatments with a patient, and we were talking about the message boards the other day we were looking at, and they were talking about some of those treatments coming up.
Yeah.
And how I had mentioned to this patient that there's certain things that we do in the treatment room with certain points that the other professionals won't touch. And I respect the fact that you won't touch them, because if you do touch them, you think they're just mechanical, and they're not mechanical. Like, you can take the 7 points, put them in, but they're not going to work the same for you the way as they do for me, or somebody who understands what you're actually doing in the room in those moments. And good on you for understanding that and recognizing that. And for those that think it's BS, like, that's okay too, because when you needle those 7 points, it's not going to work for you either, because you don't understand them at the same level.
And there's also a possibility that if you've ever experimented with them with another practitioner who also hasn't had the study in them, if they didn't do anything for you and they didn't come from a practitioner who is well versed in using them, they would fall empty.
Yeah.
Because it's such a relational treatment that is second nature to us by now because we do them so often. But we're not as flippant as it may get voiced across, because it is how we choose to show up in practice, and it's ingrained in what we are offering and when we choose to work with someone.
Yeah, that was where I was going with all of that, was when you're sitting with your patient and you recognize that is what I need to do for my patient, it's not happening in your head between your ears. It's a sense that you develop, and this is the point I need to offer to this person today. And if it's not a checkbox you go through. It's not a prescription. It's not they need this thing, so I need to pull out this point and apply this tool to that situation. It really is, you're sitting with them, you're listening to them, you're in the room with them, you're taking their pulses, and then this is what I need to do today. And it's not even that ordered. It is usually just, okay, this is what we're doing. And it's interesting to sit down and think about the points and recognize, that's exactly why I use it. I've never really put words to it.
Yeah.
I've never really sat down and put it into that language, but that's exactly what I'm looking for when I'm doing that.
And we've talked about this a little bit with Jane, is like, you have to put words to things, because you've got to get the information to people.
Yeah.
But then you've also got to take every detail and definition and everything cerebral away. After they get it all, you have to completely take it away for them to develop their own words and understanding of things. And there's a piece of that understanding that is going to happen beyond anything cognitive.